guys, I've kind of started Merry Monday. I started kind of working on Merry Monday a bit before I turned on the camera, trying to get in the feel of it. And my camera is driving me crazy, guys. I can't, I'm just going to have to order. I don't want to waste this good arm, this arm as much as possible. I hate recycling, throwing something so big out. So I've been just kind of reworking. I started doing a little bit of Merry Monday. I'm trying to get into it. I had this all yellow, this yellowy thing up here, and I didn't like it. So I'm just doing a little bit of refacing on it to see if I can get it to where I like it. That makes sense. And I started off camera because I am trying to get back in the flow. And it's not coming easy. It really not. Did that make good English? I don't know if that did or not. So I'm just trying to find something that I might put on the bottom of it. And I've got like all kinds of things just sitting around for me to complete. And and so many journals I need to complete, and I'm kind of in the Merry Monday mood now, and in the Christmas mood, because I was thinking I need to get fussy cuts up, because if we're going to be working on getting Christmas stuff ready, we're going to be starting in the next while. So, you know, that's what I decided to do. I'm resurfacing this. I got warm, and I was going to take that off before I started, and I forgot. And I think I have enough water, but even that's starting to get a little low. So, one thing I know, next week I think we're going to make a bunch of base clusters, Christmas colors. So I'm going to pull all my ribbon and that out, and next Monday we're going to work on clusters. Right now, all I'm doing is just kind of doing some things I started. Like when you weren't here, I had this and I added that in there. I stamped a tree, and I still feeling like I need something here. This one is done. I just need my topper, but I don't usually do those till I'm putting them in the journal, because depending on where it goes in the journal, how bulky or non-bulky I want it. So I kind of completed those. Yes, I'm leaving this square, or I might end up just corner rounding it. I'm not exactly sure yet. But those are technically ready to go. My finger hurts today. It's a little swollen. I got a new cream for my, I never had a cream before for my psoriasis, and it almost cleared up on my elbows, and it hasn't been clear on my elbows for years. Let's see what's in this. A lot of this is some of my ruby and pearl I might end up recovering all of that too. You never know with me how I'm going to go. I like the green better if I'm going to do something. And my Tootsies are hot. Oh yeah, just saying, I know I did my own words. So I need to do some fussy cutting, get those out, and I need a container for all my words to go in. Just trying to find the right thing to go on that bottom. You know, sometimes that happens, where you're trying to find that right thing. Again, I pulled that same paper out. I really like that ruby and pearl paper. I keep going back to it. Oh, itchy tummy. Oh. Excuse me, that was quite rude, and I apologize for that. I'm just wondering if I took my fussy cut like that, kind of like that, what we might do is just, I don't know if, but then what can you do to the top? That's the only thing. I love that. That's one of my fussy cuts. I'm going to get my last year's up. Maybe later today at PurpleHeartCreationsbyChrissy. And some of these, I did one of those with the ready-made tags, how you can take them and do them up. But as I see them, I'm going to put them, I'm putting all those type of tags in an envelope so that I can pull them out here and there and use them. It's the wrong shade of green. It's too greeny. And I don't know if it'll look good with green all at the bottom. But I don't think I can peel this up, this ruby and pearl, without destroying it. But then she should have went all the way down. So that's why I think it doesn't look as good. Now I keep thinking like a big word or something to hide that. And I have more of those somewhere. Maybe in this book. This is where some of my stuff is supposed to go in. Stay up there. Let's see if there's anything in that I might want to stick on that. Too wide. These are all mine. I have these fussy cuts, and I'll get them up. Oh, that's too bad, it's too wide. Well, I looked for the other thing. I just saw those, so I thought, let me see how they go. And I just bent one of them, putting it back in there. I have a funny headache today, guys. Oh, man. It's in my lower neck. Must have slept funny or something. Because, man, it's a real kink in there. And then part of me is fighting to go sit on my couch and take a snooze. It's become a bad habit of me lately. See, it's supposed to go this way, so it'll look funny. That's kind of what I was thinking if I had a little something like that. But sometimes you think you have something. And you don't. I know I have a great... Love that. Love that. And I'm thinking, you know, the poinsettia won't show up on it. But I'm loving that on there. Oh. Oh, it's too small. It gives me an idea for another card, though, but it's not helping me right now to cover that spot. Is it, guys? Nope, nope, nope. If you had something just a bit bigger, Christina. That's what I'm trying to find. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze in a second. I had a sneezing fit earlier. I think I sneezed. There we go. There's a Christina yawn. It wouldn't be a video without me yawning, right? This one is one I haven't sorted through yet. And I really need to go through it and get it in places. Ah, there's what I was looking for. I gotta get things cut up. These are my stamped images. And like, there's all kinds of stuff in here. I haven't sorted through it and put it in spots yet. So I really need to use that up. But sometimes I don't because it's such a mess that I hate going through it all the time. This is what I was looking for. This is one I bought, and I think it's got some of mine in it. No, maybe not. And I just dumped it all out because it's easier. That one's too big. We know that. I didn't really want it in, I wanted color. I really didn't want it like that. But you know, what do you do when you live in a zoo? And I just thought of something and I just lost it. Where did it go? You know, I just had it in my hand and it was perfect for what I wanted to use it for, but it's gone now. Those won't work. Well, what I thought, I totally thought wrong because I thought there was bigger ones. I thought there was bigger ones, and there's not. To cover that bottom. Really didn't. I really thought that was the one I wanted. And guess what? It didn't work out. These are really pretty. That could work out depending on what we do with it. We'll leave that one out because I really like that one. This is, some of these little tiny ones are from My Porch Prints, and I forget who these ones are from. This is just one I found a long time ago when I first started. When I first started. Okay, well, none of that worked out. Isn't that just the way it goes? When you think you have an idea, and the idea does not turn out. I do like this. Now, if I put that green, but oh boy, do I wish that was bigger. Oh, just love that. Gonna have to find where I have that digital and see if I can enlarge it. I'm just gonna get rid of these little papers because they're actually a little bit of a nuisance. Since we know we can't use that, it would be cute if I had a little tag and that with the Merry Christmas. But this is too late. In my brain, I'm thinking, do I cut it off? Do I cut it off and just make a smaller tag? That's what was going through my head for a second. Since this was causing us grief, guys, we're going to put it to the side for right now. Well, me, because you haven't been here for the ride just till now. I'm going to set that up over there. Maybe as I'm doing something else will pop out and say, hey, wait a minute, here I am. This is what you were looking for. Wondering if I can turn this into a tag. just trying to get what I was chopping off a little straighter. It's gotta be something wide. I'm just jumping into my ready-made tags here. Well, not ready-made. They're like, see, it's got to be a certain length. And I'm not sure if I have something. But I mean, I can trim it up. Yeah, that does go on that one. Yep, I'm making that a little bit smaller. And that a little bit smaller. Okay. Do we have a piece of scrap we can use? Because we know that this see now but I didn't really trim that down, so how did it? Okay, we'll fix it somehow. I don't even know what time it is, guys. I've been just sitting here for so long. No computer on. I can't see the time on my phone. So I'm just going in to check the time. So bear with me a moment. It's almost 5 o'clock. I sat there crafting much longer than I thought I was. Now I'm almost thinking, guys, apologies. I'm going to make this a bit smaller. And then I'm going to do a background. I need to empty my garbage can. I keep throwing things in it and it's too full. Let's see what I've got in. This is what I've got in here for a background that I can use. Okay, I think I'm going to use that. Problem with today, guys, this is my first Merry Monday in a while. I'm trying to kind of get that Christmas feel and flow. I haven't pulled out any of my ribbon yet. I gotta figure out how to organize it because I'm doing it once a week for September and maybe half of October, and then I'm gonna go probably and do much more of it. But let's see if I can do it. Ooh, I almost spilled water. Andre might come down and ask if there's any dinner. I was going to cook pork chops, but it's already 5 o'clock. And I would have to get them on in the next few minutes. It's just me and him. He won't eat at a certain time, after a certain time. Whereas, it doesn't bother me. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that off. Now that I got that beautiful paper on there, I don't know if I want to cover that. Because it's so pretty, right? So pretty. And again, look at how beautiful that would look if I had a picture like that. How beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, back to the drawing board. That's too long. I have images throughout this, and I've got images over there, so I'm just seeing what I want to put. Now, see, this might be better to collage it with. Something like that. But I don't want to hide. I just heard a dog. Boo Boo's up in the, Peek is up in the window. Boo Boo finally went to sleep, guys. Oh, look at some of these. Except for I dropped water on those. So. Will I still use them? Yes, because what I can do here. The angel might be a little more difficult to use because I can't really cut around her. But if something like that happens, it's just a little bit here. So I would just kind of do that. And this is great if you're gonna collage. So, and you know, you don't have to throw that whole image away. This one's a little harder too because they're like, I can't save her at all. These girls. There was also the birds, but I think I really like the angels. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and trim that up. Then I can throw that in my ready basket if I do that. I really like these guys. I can put them in the middle, I can put them to the edge. It all depends on what thing. Just cutting out the one of the but it might be just a touch too small. Oh, but it doesn't look bad. I'm not going to cut it all the way out, but I'm going to cut it like that, and then I can throw it in with the words. This won't suit it. No, I like that. I got to make some pockets. Well, maybe next week we'll work on pockets, all kinds of different pockets, and then we'll work on clusters. I wasn't going to cut that all the way out, and then I end up doing it. Get rid of these scraps. I tried it because they end up sticking onto my glue stick. Okay. If we do that, is it better in the center here? I was thinking, would this be better to the top? And then I was thinking I could put a little, I don't know if I have any stamped. I'd have to look. I've just got something in my eyes, guys. I think the white snowflake is too white. Oh, I really have a piece of hair or something in my eye. My apologies, guys, because I'm going to scratch. I don't know if it's too bright, that gold. The green is definitely too bright. I'll leave that there. This is too big and too green, I think. Boy, I've really got to get into that Christmas feeling. See, I almost think this is too gold. It's throwing me off. And I almost like this down here. I do like her. I am going to put them on because I know for sure that's going on. I'm just going to kind of ink up around the edges. Yeah, next week we're going to work on pockets. I want to get a couple of my journals done, Christmas journals done. Because most people, if they're going to buy a Christmas journal, they're going to want it before Christmas, so that if they're going to use it to keep track of all their Christmas stuff in it, or write about Christmas and their Christmas preparations and all that. So I need to do those. And then I want to do some gift journals. Be perfect for gifting. Okay, I do love them a lot. this is too much. Too much. And I really wish I had pulled out some more of my lace and thing. I have a tiny, tiny bit. See, it's just a little bright. I wish I had a muted gold. The cat sees it. She wants it. Maybe I'll just run that around. Oh, I had it so neat. Now it's going to be all messy. I think maybe along here. I do like that. But would it look better here? Oh, I like it along the top. I actually like that, guys. I actually do. I'm gonna cut it a little big. I always do that because it's easier to trim it than it is to make it longer, right? Because I gotta get some glue on it. I only want to trim the one side. I'm gonna put it. I still like it better down. I like. Okay, so then the top of it. We're going to I'm going to make a loop. Too big. Don't think it'll look good tied in a bow. But it might. Nope. I think if you were going to do it, it had to be a small bow. just okay, we're going to wait on the topper until we know where it's going. But I like how that turned out. It's simple, but it's pretty. So there's another tag done. Now I can't get that string to the Ziploc bag because I had it all rolled up nicely and now it's unrolled. I do like that. I just need the right gold. I kind of have an idea what I want. I don't know if I have it, but I like that. I like the simplicity of that. Maybe a little gold bling somewhere might look good. If I had, I'm going to go on now and check. I was thinking if I had these in gold, might be perfect at the top. Just something simple like that in gold. So I'm going to go on and look for something like that. There we go. So that one is done. That is done. So we've got a few more done. See, guys, or I'll do like this one. See how I fanned it at the top? I might end up, I'm just going to do this. Oh yeah, that'll be perfect on fanned on the top like that. What did I use for that? I think that's what I used. Because I think that'll be perfect by putting it just under here on the top of it. Yeah. Let me see. Going back in there, guys. Because the idea is there and I don't want to forget it by the time. See, here I left the fold in it, right? So it had a little pleat. This, I'll undo it because like I can, it's folded over, but I keep it that way because I like the idea of having a pleat sometimes. So I don't even know where I got that gold ribbon from because I really like it. It's kind of muted. It's shiny, but at the same time. Okay. So the one thing we do have to do is grab my stapler. Yes, I like to staple, but I don't know where my stapler is. I found it. It wasn't too far. And I got to cover the back so I can cover part of the staple if I want. Having a staple showing does not really bother me. The thing I gotta watch is there, because I want that to look nice, as even as possible. Not stapling, you think sometimes is easy, but not always when you're ruffling it. Because you're trying to pinch it together, hold it, and then staple it, right? There we go. See, some of it didn't get stapled in there. But that's where a handy dandy little bit of glue can go. Oh, let me tell you, that ribbon sheds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck a little piece of glue in there. And I'm going to scooch that in there. scooch it. It'll stay. Scooch it in there. Scooch it. Same with this side. A little groove up in behind. And it's actually better to use this point. There we go. And again, you can still add a bow or something there that might happen later. One thing I do want to do is take that off. I think that part too, if I can get to it. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And they kind of go together. They could sit in a pocket together. So pretty. I love it. Now I've got gold tinsely stuff all over the place and all over me. There we go. Let's see how much time we have, guys. Because you know how quickly that time goes. And I feel like I have really not done a lot. I can't even see. Sorry, I have to move it. 42 minutes, so we still got some time. We got time to do another tag. For sure. Let's go in our box here. Is there anything incompleted in here that we need to work on? Oh, we've got, that should go in there. This I'll probably resurface because I don't have anything that goes with. Look at, see, I knew I had more of those cut. So I got lots of tags to go. But I'm going to throw them in there. Then that way I know where they are. There's a lot in here. This must have been part of a master board. This here that I cut up. I can see here where it's not trimmed right. And here. I think this was a style I tried where they did it diagonally or something, because it looks like it's on a diagonal, the one paper. And see, there's open spot there. And then we have this one. We'll see if we can rescue these at all. There's things on here I don't like. So we're just kind of cleaning it up. Straightening it up. And because that's not very Christmassy. That one doesn't look very Christmassy. This definitely was a master board and some pieces left. So we're going to see if we can revive these pieces. But it will help if the person who's reviving them could cut a straight line. It really does. You know, ever start when you're trying to straighten it and some reason, the more you do it, the worse you make it? That's how I feel right now. Okay, so those and that. Let's see how we can save these. And I still have this, I got this one sitting here because I like it. So, all of these. But what I'm thinking with that one, maybe not. See, again, I'm going to probably recover that whole thing. But we'll wait. This is where this might come in handy, because it's a collage, right? If one of them looks good on it and doesn't look good on any of them. Okay. Thinking about that one. See what else we have in here. Let's see what else we have in here. Not saying that's staying because I'm not sure about it. Digging through my images again, guys. I think I'm trying to do too big because I'm trying to cover up so much of the sins. Oh, I don't mind that. Somewhat. Come on. It doesn't want to move for me. I think that's it I have. I'm going to play around with that on there. To blue. Let's play around with that one. Maybe that one. See if we can make any of those work on these three. This might be too big. But I'm thinking that might look good there. But see, the nice thing about an image like this, you can take off some of that side. Especially if you could cut it straight, Christina. I think cutting is my problem today. Okay, I kind of like that one on there. Now this, let's do this. If we can see where my corner punch is. Let's corner punch this so we can get a better idea. And I know one more thing I'm going to do if my fingers can reach it. That's thread, and that thread shouldn't even be in there. That's what I wanted. Washi tape is an amazing way to change something a little bit. Just trim that. And I think the snow will sort of help give that more of a Christmas feel. That. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. So these were pieces left over from a masterboard that I'm trying to use up. I think I want to ink this. I need some ink though. Both my girls are... I'm getting hungry. My lunch is just starting to wear off. I had a really good lunch. I cut up cucumbers, probably about 10 slices, and I cut it into 4, threw it in a bowl. I have shredded carrot, and I threw it into the bowl. I cut up some tomato, threw it into the bowl. I boil myself just a little bit of macaroni, just to give it a bit. I watch the carbs, right? So just a bit of macaroni I put in it. And then I added carrots, tomato, and then I had a rotisserie chicken we had for dinner. And so I cut some of that up into it, the protein. And then I put a little bit of, I buy a chived whipped cream cheese, and I threw that into it a little bit, just a bit, to give it a creamy. And I have a beautiful dressing. I like an oil vinegar with a nice seasoning to it. It's just called Original. And I put that in it, stir it all up, and that's what I had for lunch. Sometimes if I have avocado, I'll put avocado instead of the chive, because sometimes avocado gives it a nice creamy feel too. But I forgot to buy avocados on grocery day. Because when I went, they didn't look the greatest. They either they were really, 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 really hard and not ripe, or they were too soft. I couldn't get the right one. So then I ended up not getting avocados. The other day I had avocados, the core was still hard, and I kept thinking they weren't ripe. Cut it open, and it was rotten in the middle, all around the seed. Okay, so that's nice. And then what we can do here is we can take and add I like the green on it, but then this is where that little postage might look cute. Yeah, I think I will use that Christmas cheers. Christmas cheer. There we go. There we go. Now we got that done. There we go. That turned out nice. See, washi would help give it a more Christmassy feel. And I'm not going to put the tab on. Most likely it's going to be like a paper tab. Most likely. It's hard to say, or it might just go in like that. Nothing says you even have to put a tab on it, because just that red at the top might be tricky to... Okay, let's back to this. This would take up the whole thing. and I'm not sure I want to do that. It's a beautiful one. Then I'm thinking this would be great, but I don't like this in it. It needs a bit more of a pizzazz to it, and that's easy fix. Oh, see, I wished I would have brought that green. I don't know if it's going to look funny if I put that green on it now, because it's a whole different, I don't mind it. Or should I just bring it across the top? But I definitely want the green to be in it. So we're going to bring this here. If, like, when you're doing like something like this, and say like me, I don't like the leftovers of the board, so just cover it up. I would like something very twinkly gold there for some reason. Something just bright gold. Yes, I would. Now, the question is, I do have gold washi. I really, really do. But the question is, where is my gold washi? Is it in here? But I don't know if it's wide enough. I'm not fully putting it on yet, guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. The reason it's still sticking, but it won't stick long enough. So with washi tape, guys, I always advise you to put some extra glue on it. It's just the best thing to do with washi tape. Add a little bling. A little bling. Let's trim this up. Trim this up. Then we'll bring her in here now. We're going to take just a very little minute off the top. We can't take anything off the bottom because the glad tidings is almost gone. And she is going on there, and she is beautiful. That's a real goldy theme that goes even with the other one really nicely. Let's glue her. There we go. Oh, I like her a lot. I like her a lot. Like her a lot. She turned out perfect. And because of that gold bling in the background, I'm not going to add any more, because personally I think it's going to go. So an hour went by. There we go. So we don't have any more time, really. And I've got such a Merry Monday mess on my desk. I lost the lid. There we go. Didn't she turn out nice? So we didn't get that one done, so we'll throw it back in the pot to do another day. We'll move this one. I didn't get this one done, and what I'm going to do is I'm still going to put him in there. And that one is somewhat done. So we got, well, you didn't see it. I got, because I was trying to get in the mood. This one I had done a long time ago, but it fits perfectly. Look at that nice little theme there. And we got this one, which you didn't see me do, and this one, and that's all we did. Oh boy. Hopefully, well, sometimes it's searching for those things, right? But I like that to be here so you can see the flow, and you know how I have to play around with it and different things like that. So there we go, guys. I'm loving this combination here. So this is going to go nicely in a journal. Oh, I love it. This would even be nice if I did different bows. They would look great on a Christmas gift. If you did all in nice vintage paper, they would even look great on a Christmas gift. Even these would look, if I squared it off or rounded it in an oval shape, it'd be cute on a Christmas tree. So there we go, guys. There's a start to my Merry Monday. A few things done to add to our stuff, and next week we'll work on some different pockets and see if we can't get some pockets for this one in, because some of these will go beautifully in this journal. So we can start to get them in the journal and complete the journal. We've got several journals that they can go in. So, and I have many other things done. So, thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, if we're going to do Blue Journal or we're going to do Tag Tuesday. We'll see how I feel, what I'm feeling tomorrow. All right, bye for now. Have a wonderful evening. Love you all.